Awesome. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. Welcome back to our fifth all cohort call. So very exciting to see you all again. I hope your weeks are going well and your mornings, if you're having one, is a bright and shiny one. Let us get into what we're gonna do today. So first, want to thank you all for being able to submit those reflections, submit all the other pieces needed for either your team or for yourself. We love seeing those and providing feedback. And you should see feedback for your most recent submitted materials very soon. So the goals for today. First, we're going to review theory of change. We're going to do a very exciting activity with that. Following that, we're going to deliver quick pitches and receive feedback. And you're going to see a lot of great acting and role play and a lot of great things to help prepare you for this. So our agenda for this upcoming meeting will include an icebreaker, our usual way of getting you prepared for what we're doing. That will feature a this or that scenario, which Hannah will actually explain in a little bit. Also followed by that will be theory of change activity. So part of our goals, we're going to go into that a little bit more, followed by our usual break for about 10 minutes. Then we'll come back and do a quick pitch and feedback activity that was also part of our goals, followed by our usual workshop time. So I will pass this over to Hannah to start our icebreaker.
Thank you so much, Aria, and hello, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to explain the game real quick, and then maybe Yuki can stop screen sharing and we can all look into each other's eyes on the Zoom screen. Okay, so this or that is it's a pretty simple kind of just fun game. We don't have to be stressed about it. And how it works is I'll ask a question. So maybe I will ask, Carrie, do you like bubble tea or fish?
Just had a bubble tea, so I kind of have to say bubble tea.
Carrie has to say bubble tea. Okay, and so maybe at the same time, Yuki really loves bubble tea. She might put in the chat, bubble tea, anybody who chooses fish, strange. But we're just joking, right? We don't mean it like, we're not trying to hurt each other. Okay, and so then after that, Carrie will ask another question. Carrie could ask someone specifically or ask the whole group, and we'll just kind of go around like that. Don't be afraid to answer more than one this or that. Okay, maybe I feel really strongly about fish. I really like eating fish and I already answered one. I'm going to be in the chat and I'm going to write fish because it's fun to get to know what each other likes, right? Yeah, bubble tea alliance for sure. Okay, so I'll think of a less weird one. I can't think of a less weird one. How about fish or lizards? No, wait, snakes or lizards. I take that back. Snakes or lizards. This is a pressing question. Okay. Snakes or lizards? And I will ask this first to, who will I ask this to? Toon. I'm picking on you, Toon.
I pick snake. That's a bit lovely for me comparing to lizard. So chocolate flavor or vanilla flavor for ice cream, I'm gonna ask Nat from my project.
Okay, so I would say chocolate. I think I like it more for today. But actually, I love both of them. So what about exercising or sleeping? I would ask Anjali from one of us.
I will say sleeping because I love sleep. Okay, so I will ask the same questions like, would you rather eat or would you rather sleep? To Aria.
I would rather sleep. I would rather sleep so much. That is definitely my answer for that, Anjali. And I'm gonna pass this to Ryan. Would you rather go to space or explore the ocean?
Of course, I'm good at space. Yes. Actually, like that was my dream. That I wanna be like, how can I say, the pilot? And then when I was so I was seeing like the flying thing. So the speed of course. So my questions go to Susan. Susan, you how about like sleeping or the eating? Yeah.
I would choose sleeping. I always sleep on my free time, so this is not a difficult question for me, and I already have an answer for sleeping. So I would like to ask Suyi from our team too, and the question is okay, single or relationship?
Oh my God. Of course, relationship. Because I'm already in. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. So I'll choose relationship. Right. So I'll ask you Helium. The question is that would you like to go to past or would you like to go to future?
Please repeat again. I I can hear this very well.
I ask, would you like to go to past or future?
Yes. I I like I like more the future. Yes. I don't want to remember or know the past. So I will reach the future time. So the next question I go to Tony. Yes, the question is, we like reading or watching TV. Yes.
I think watching TV is better for me. Yeah. It's okay. Watching TV is like reading the book, but we don't have to read. so so watching TV is okay for me. And I would like to call Liz and spider or cockroach.
So I would choose the spider. And I moved to Maison and Wharf. So traveling or jumping.
Hello, sorry. We have really big rain here, so I cannot hear very well. Would you like to repeat?
Traveling or jumping.
Traveling
Or jumping.
traveling.
Traveling. All right.
So I would like to invite Helium. I'm not sure did you finish or not.
Yes, I finished.
So how about two?
I just arrived and I don't know what's going on here.
Sorry.
Sorry. What is this? I don't know.
So who else?
So two, Maison is going to give you two options and you just have to pick one and tell us why. Okay? Okay. So Maison, what are your two options?
Yes, can you hear me? Because The rain is very heavy and it's very noisy here. And also I cannot use my headphone. There's some problem with my laptop, that's why. Sorry for that. So my question is, for your vacation trip, will you choose beach or mountain?
Okay,
Beach or mountain?
beach or mountain. So I would definitely choose beach because if I'm traveling, it means that I just want to take relax, and I don't want to have a peaceful mind and enjoy the nature. I mean, without taking lots of effort. So if I'm good to mountains, then obviously it takes a lot of effort, because I need to climb the mountain and do a lot of things. So I would definitely go with beach. Thank you.
Do you want to offer 2 options to anyone else? You can pick anything that you want.
Okay. I can call out to anyone.
Anyone, and they have to go, even if they already went.
Okay. Okay, then what about Ryan? Okay, so my question here is, okay, would you rather be a bird or would you rather be a snake? Bird or snake?
The snake, of course, snake. But I love both. The bird is good too, like we can find it anywhere. But the snake is better, I feel same with snakes. Okay, so my questions goes to like Tanta from one of us.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, what should I ask? Oh my God, I couldn't think it. Okay, what would you prefer? You wanna love studying or working?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually okay. That's a tough question for me, really, because I love to do both. But I would say I prefer working rather than studying because, like, by studying, you won't see the result immediately. But by working, like, at least you got new experience, you got income, which you can stay comfortably, of course. So, yeah, I will say working. Thank you. And I think, do I need to ask another one? Or is it the end of this section?
We have 1 more minute, so you can ask somebody else, and then maybe this will be the last one.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Then, let me choose. Oh, maybe Suzanne. Suzanne Wei. Okay, sorry, she's speaking. Okay, so are you an introvert, or would you rather be an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm extrovert or introvert.
Yeah,
I
you
will
obviously.
like to be an extrovert, right? I guess you know what. Before you called my name, I got the sense that I'm going to be called. But then, okay. So I want to be an extrovert, and because I want to have a lot of friends, and I want my friends to know about me too. And I really want to have a wide network before I die. That's why.
Answer. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. That was fun. That was funny, and it was fun. I think almost everyone participated. So that's a fun game we can do. sometime. I'm surprised by the snake support in this group. Maybe I just have like a snake vendetta. I'm a little scared of them. They don't have legs. Anyways, I'm going to pass it on to the formidable Tune to do some theory of change.
Thanks a lot, Hannah. Can everyone hear me well? Like, give you a thumbs up if you hear. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about theory of change in a fun way. So what we plan to do today is that we're gonna first forget about theory of change first. We're gonna do some activity and we're gonna talk about that later. So this thing called cascade survival situation, I'm gonna tell you what to do right now. So next slide, please, Yuki. So everyone imagine that you are the actual person in this situation. So I'm gonna read it out and we go through this together. You and friends are hiking in the Cascade Mountains when a heavy snowstorm begins. You cannot see the trail and your group gets lost. It's getting dark and very cold. As a group, you have to decide on a plan for surviving in the wilderness and getting back to safety. This is a situation here. And next is a thing that you need to do. So how will you survive from this situation? And your task is that I'm gonna give the rank of 9, I'm gonna give the list of 9 items, and then you need to rank them according to their importance to your survival. And you can use like any assumption or whatever you think the goal is to survive here. So starting with 1 for the most important to 9 for the least important. And here's the flow. So you're gonna have 5 minutes for individual rank, 7 minutes for team rank in the breakout room, and 8 minutes we're gonna talk about that. So for this 5 minutes, I'm gonna show the list of items right now, and feel free to use the pen or paper, or you can do it on like different apps or Excel sheet or whatever. So just rank them here. You have 5 minutes and we're gonna start right now. So take your time here. I'm gonna let you know when we have like 1 minute left. Good luck. Hope you survive. And at the end, I'm gonna show you how the experts say about this. So just rank them by your instinct right now. Let's do it. 2 more minutes, everyone. So hurry up. No pressure. So for now, if you're done with the individual rank, can you send some reaction to let me know? If not, I may give another 1 minute here. Okay. Only one of you. 2, okay. No, Yuki. No. Yuki say she's ready. Okay, another 1 minute. So hurry up, everyone. Don't think about it too much. It's not a final exam, so it's okay. Just guess. I'm gonna give another 1 more minute here before I send you to the breakout room. Okay, I think most of you here done. So right now, we're gonna send you to breakout room. And what to do here is that we have 7 minutes and you need to decide with your team, decide how to rank this, like number 1 to 9, feel free to discuss, come up with your own assumption and decide together. Okay, have fun, everyone. Hope you survive. Let's go. Is everyone back here?
I think we're all back.
Okay, hope you have fun with your team and hope you survive here. So how is that feeling? Can I ask now? You better decide by your own or with your team?
Well, we are confident that our team will survive. We have like a brainstorm colloquially, and we think we're gonna survive at this situation for sure.
Okay, we will see. We will see. Okay, so next I'm gonna show what experts say based on their experience here, and I'm gonna explain a bit, and then you can calculate the score after this. So next slide, please, Yuki. So here is the rank. So what you can do is that you can put the expert rank next to what your group and individual rank, and you can find the difference here. And I'm gonna explain a bit what they explain here. So it's an expert rank, so you don't need to like have a discussion with me. So I have no idea for some point, but but I try my best to explain this thing. So the first item here is a lighter, and the second item that come together is cooking pot. So some of you may think that, oh, we actually need some water to survive, right? We cannot survive without food, but we really need water. So how can you make water? You can melt the snow, right? Because we're stuck in a snowstorm. So basically you put the snow in the pot and then you try to like use a lighter. And here you can see number 3 is hatchet. So why hatchet, right? Because maybe you need to, if you cannot use the lighter anymore, of course you need to cut the trees, right? So hatchet is better than pocket knife here. It's more useful because it's like more powerful. So they put hatchet as a number 3. And number 4, signal flash here. What is do is that you should send a signal at night, right? So after you survive by yourself and you think, okay, maybe I need to send some signal. So you're gonna send signal for number 4. And then ball of twice, like, and ball of twice come here, like just in case that you need to use it to fix yourself in some location with a tree or whatever. And for number 7 here is pocket knife, because you have a hatchet, but sometimes it's too powerful in some situation. So they have a pocket knife here. And for number 8, fishing line and hooks, it's actually not used for fishing, of course, because you are in the snow, right? It's harder to fish, like get the fish in the snow, but you may need it may useful for like to help you in some situation here to do something with this reaction, right? And then number 9 is a bottle of sedatives here. It's not that useful in this situation, like comparing to other items. So that's why they put it in number 9. Yeah. So Nat, how do you feel? You think you're gonna survive, or you think you're not Not sure about that.
Actually, at first, I put the cooking pot at the last priority because I think we can survive at least like 5 days. But like my other team say that, hey, we need it. It's quite important. So it's like, okay, we can put it if we are hungry something.
Okay, that's interesting. But actually, another interesting point here is that hatchet it's for like defending yourself from the animal at night as well, like comparing to
Oh,
the pocket knife. So that's another reason, and also comparing the lighter to the hatchet, right? So it's easier to use a lighter to make a fire, easier than use a hatchet to cut a tree and then make a fire from yourself. So that is the reason behind this thing. And here, next slide, please, Yuki. So if you want to do this, we won't focus on this, but feel free to do that. I'm going to ask you later after the break, like, hey, how's your score? So here is the rule. So basically, you can calculate the difference between your individual rank versus expert rank, and then group rank versus expert rank. And the lower, the better. So for example, if Nat got the score, like you sum up everything and then you got 30, and then your team got 55, what does that mean is that you better survive by yourself comparing to staying with your teams, something like that. So this is how it works, and you can do that later in our break time. So hope you have fun during the discussion so far. And actually, I have a full list of items here at 12, and Yuki said that, hey, it made too complicated for all of us here. So we only have 9 here. But if you really like this game, I can give you a full list, and then you can just go through that by yourself again, and let's see how well you can do that. Anyway, so let's focus on okay, Anjali. Yeah, I agree. So normally for this workshop, right, 90% of people are gonna survive better with their group, because sometimes you have different background, you have different expertise. I used to play this game with my friend who was in like military for like 3-4 years. So he really had some idea how to survive in the forest or in the snowstorm, but we don't. So that's how it works. Okay. Anyway, so let's move to the next slide, please, Yuki. Let's calculate the score and talk about that later. We're gonna focus on theory of change, right? And because that's the objective of this activities, everyone. Okay, so I think all of you have go through the thing called theory of change, right? And I just put it here again, so in case you forgot about it already. So we have 3 parts here. I'm gonna say that first we have the current condition, we have problem statement and guiding questions, right? And then a whole thing that we call theory of change. We have 3 parts in that thing. So first is strategy, second is assumption, and the third is result. So what we want you to do from now on is that we want you to think about the theory of change based on the situation that we just did together. So think about the avalanches, think about the time that you discussed with your friend. So when you discuss, what is your strategy that you use to survive? And what is that assumption that you come up with the group decision? And what is the desired result? So basically just apply theory of change to the situation that we just go through together. Everyone clear about that? So think about assumption, strategy, and result based on your experience with your group. So right now we're gonna send you to breakout room again, and then I can share the Google Drive. So on the Google Drive, okay, yeah, thank you. So here you're gonna see that I create the different sheet, Google slide for your room, right? So please stick to your room. If you are in breakout room one, so just focus on one first. We're gonna let you share your idea later, but please don't skip to other room to see like, hey, what other things? Because we're gonna see right away if you do that. So no cheating here, please. We're gonna know, and I'm gonna call your name. Hey, Nat, you don't need to do that. We see, we saw you. Yeah, just kidding. So focus on your dream. We have 15 minutes here, and then yeah, just do it again, and then we're gonna share after that. Yeah, have fun, everyone. Welcome back, everyone. So first of all, I think we spot some cheating here. So there are 3 people in the breakout room, but it's enough that some room have 1 people. Sometimes we monitor this, but we wouldn't say who did that, but we know anonymous and some animal do that. So next time I'm gonna force everyone to log in, and then we will know right away. Okay. Anyway, is there any volunteer here want to share your idea? So I just go through all breakout room, see some ideas, and it's look interesting for me. So are there any volunteers want to share their idea or what you discussed so far here? So feel free to turn on your microphone and then just speak if you want. If not, I may pick some room here. I like some idea here. Yeah. Okay, so if no one volunteer, can I first pick the breakout room too? So can anyone from that room share what are your thoughts on this here? I saw some interesting idea here. Yeah.
Okay,
share.
so is this like my room and Anjali and Atu? So we just discussed about how to survive at this kind of like situation and trying to mapping with a theory of change. So let's talk about the result first. We come up with a result first and then try to work backward to the strategy and assumption. So the first the priority goal of this thing is to be alive and we can get out of this situation safely. And no team member die during the situation, which is quite important for these situations. And then we just trying to come up with a strategy. Hey, how can we safely get out of this situation without anyone dying? So first of all, we need to stay warm, and we need to like cooperate with other team members. So in that case, we don't keep killing each other during the situation. And then we need to try to stay hydrated or like trying to eat something, or else we get sick and we cannot survive at all. And then we trying to create a signal or like a solution for making other people know that we are in here so we can get out safely. And the assumption that we make is quite funny. So we live in a mountain, right? So we assumption that we are lucky enough not to see like an avalanche of the snow. And then we think we need to have like a positive and a growth mindset within the team that we are having a hope that we're gonna survive, we're not desperate, and then do nothing and just like getting die in the situation. We think that hey, someone gonna find us and we will safely out of this situation alive, everyone, something like that. Yeah.
All right, thanks for sharing. It's so interesting, and I like the idea that you work backward as well. So we don't have time to share. So maybe you can go through like different page to see what other things. Now it's legally to do that, so no cheating here. So you can do that later during the break. And I found many interesting idea here. So Yuki, can we move to the next slide, please? So that yeah. So yeah. So okay, next please. Okay, I think based on what I saw from your deliverable so far, nothing much that I need to say here. I think you're all clear about the theory of change now. So you applied very well. So like Nat said, what the thing here I want to highlight is that, so basically you think about result first and you work backwards, right? What the strategy you're gonna do, that is very important. And for this situation, I only gave you like 5 minutes and 7 minutes to discuss, right? You feel that, oh, you actually don't have the time to think about it that much. But when I give you 15 minutes, or actually you can think like deeper, more about the strategy, like it's gonna be better for your result, right? If you can decide right away that, okay, actually I have 9 items here and I can grouping it in like, okay, this is for sending signal, this is for making water, this is for this kind of stuff. So it's very important to spend time to think about strategy. And that is the key of the theory of change, and make sure that you understand all context before you decide the strategy. Yeah, and so before I send you to the break, what you can do during the break, if you don't want to just if you want to know you better survive by yourself or you better survive your team, is that you can calculate the team score and let us know by putting the chat, right? Just like, okay, not team with the breakout room 1 with the 20 for the team score, something like that. And breakout room 3, what is your score, something like that. And I'm gonna force Yuki to put her score here as well. So yeah, so that is all for the game. Feel free to calculate the score and let us know through the chat. And we're gonna know who's the winner from this game after that. Yeah. So next I'm gonna send you to send you to a 10-minute break, and then we're gonna come back to meet again. So take your time and then we're gonna meet again. So thanks everyone.
So for the second portion of our call, we are going to model a quote unquote bad pitch. We're going to practice how to give and receive feedback. So in this particular scenario, Yuki, apologies, is going to be my prospective employer, and I will be the one to look for a job. So while Yuki and I do this role-playing bit, we ask that you take note of anything that you see or hear that you might want to give me feedback on.
Feel free to be brutal.
Yes.
Just tear her apart.
I am ready for it. All right, Yuki, if you want to take it away.
See. Hi, welcome to the California International Development Job Fair. I'm Yuki. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you too.
So I work for the Children's Educational International Foundation, and we are always looking for talented people to join our team. I would love to learn more about you. Tell me about yourself.
Hello, hi. That's a difficult question. I don't really know what to say. My name is Laura. I'm a graduate student. I'm going to UC Berkeley. Berkeley is a really great town. There's a lot of excellent restaurants. One of my favorite ones is Im Thai. They have really, really good pad thai. My friends and I really like to go there after class. Oh shoot, I'm getting a text. Apologies, hold on one moment. But yeah, I'm currently pursuing my master's in development practice. This year has been my first year in grad school. It's been a little chaotic. I don't know, I'm taking a lot of classes, but I am most interested in Southeast Asia. I did a little bit of work there, and I am really interested in small scale agriculture.
Oh, agriculture.
Yeah, plants. All right. End scene. All right, folks. What would you say that I did well, and what do you think that I can improve upon? I'll leave it to you all to just shout out into the call. First impressions.
Well, I think one point is that this is not concise and it's like not have a not well organized and not concise at all, and also have talked to the irrelevant points, which is can be improved in several aspects.
What irrelevant points did you guys see? Anything in particular?
And also that one, Yuki asked you, tell me about yourself. You started telling your personal life more about the situation in Berkeley and something. And you also like got a text like you are not completely focused in the situation, something like that.
Not very professional, you know?
Yeah, not very professional. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Anything that I did do well? Anything that you would like to learn more about if I am looking for a job?
One thing that I thought was like, I told you in the beginning that I work for an education organization. And I think, not that you necessarily want to work for my company. I think you should come and try to, work here. But, you didn't try to do, make what you're doing relevant to what I'm doing. So you weren't like really listening to kind of what my needs are, what my interests are.
That's a very acute observation. So I talked a little bit about agriculture, right? And Yuki is coming from an educational organization. And so our interests weren't necessarily aligned, right? Even though like I might have had educational experience, I didn't talk about that with Yuki. I talked about plants, right? That didn't really make a lot of sense. Yeah. All right, folks. So just to summarize a little bit, things that could be improved upon. Number one, always maintain a professional demeanor. Don't look at your phone. Try to pay attention to the person you're talking to. Make sure your pitch is concise. you are highlighting your skills. You're not talking about your own personal interests like restaurants, what have you, right? And yeah, I could have highlighted a little bit more, right, about relevant skills with Yuki when talking to her. And so now you'll have an opportunity to share your pitch with some of your fellow cohort mates. And so Yuki, if you want to throw on the deck real quick.
And Laura, I will point out, you get one highlight. You got a shout out in the chat.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Aria said you seem very enthusiastic.
Thanks.
And lovely.
A positive attitude goes a long way, my friend. But yeah, okay. So in small breakout rooms, there will be about 3 people and you'll be paired with a fellow. And in your breakout rooms, we're going to start off with the person who has the longest name to deliver their quick pitch first. While this person is going to deliver their pitch, partners are going to take notes and then they will give feedback and then ultimately we'll switch. So we'll do that for approximately 15 minutes and then we'll come back into the main room to do a quick debrief. All right, so Yuki, I believe you're going to work your Zoom magic with the rest of the participants.
Yes. Okay, I will open the rooms now.
Excellent. Hello, everyone. How are your breakout rooms?
We are running out of time.
Running out of time. I know. It's tough, but hopefully as the program continues, you'll have more opportunity to polish your pitches, right? And so this is just a first pass. And I know for my breakout room, very impressed by some of the group's pitches. So with that being said, we're going to debrief together as a group. How was it when you gave your pitch? How did you feel giving your pitch? Was it fun? Was it scary? Do you want to do it again?
It's really exciting. So, at first, I'm really difficult to focus on what I have to say. It's so exciting. And then the piece of advice that I get is really helpful is that I have to put my organization vision, mission at the beginning of the page, because I forget to do that. And I put that in the last part of my page. So I got the feedback. So to put, it's better if I put that in the beginning of my page. So I think that's really helpful because people get more attention in the beginning. So yeah, that's the one thing that I got. Thank you.
Excellent, Sui. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, it's very scary giving pitches, right? And hopefully with more practice, it gets a little scary, a little less scary. But yeah, super, super natural to feel a little bit of anxiety sharing our missions and visions with other people. But yeah, so I think it's very important to front load, to talk about the most important stuff at the very beginning, because usually as we continue to talk at the very end of our little blurbs, people begin to lose attention, which makes complete sense. So strike while the iron is hot and talk about the most important stuff in the very beginning when people are most fresh. Are there any other teams that would like to share how they felt about giving their pitch and any feedback that you thought was really good?
Did I hear the 2?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I need to confirm again because when somebody say TOO, it's the same like my name. That's why I need to focus on. Is it 2 or 2?
If you would like to share, we're all ears here.
Okay. Actually, I didn't have the time to share about the the pitch, but I got to hear one of our team members sharing. So it was really good and excellent, and especially like when I hear about the story of our teammate, why she chooses that project. So it yeah. I got a little bit emotional, and I feel like, okay, I just want to try to help in the project, if I can. So roughly, I like the story of Pars, in dealing with the projects.
Excellent. Thank you so much too. So yeah, the power of storytelling, right? To be able to share with others your mission and vision, but in a way that is compassionate and caring and will really interest your audience member, right? So yeah, excellent debrief, everyone. So with that being said, we are going to pass it on to Yuki for our next steps.
Yes. And if you're like, I didn't get a chance to give my quick pitch, I want some feedback, feel free to record yourself, put it on the Launchpad. We'll give you feedback if you feel brave. Okay. All right. So let's talk a little bit about our next steps. So Intensive Week 5 is now live on the Launchpad. And our first assignment on there is a team assignment. And we're going to be exploring something called the iceberg model. And it's a tool that we use to do systems thinking. So systems thinking is a kind of a holistic way to think about problems. It kind of reminds me of a question that Zuzan raised a while ago about, do we think about the problem, like the whole problem, or do we think about just a piece of it? So systems thinking is a way to think about the whole problem and then dig a little bit deeper, think about at what stages can we maybe find some solutions. So we have a video here to watch to explain what the iceberg model is. And then your task is, as a team, to create an iceberg model yourself. Definitely feel free to use any of the tools that you use to make your stakeholder map or your theory of change. They all looked beautiful. If you want some other tools, there's a template here that you can use. If you click this link, it will open this up, and you can just make your own from this template, but you don't have to do that at all. And there's some other tools that you can use down here as well. This is something that Ryan brought up last week, and I shared it with Emily and Helium, but we have a project grant. So I encourage all of our teams to apply for the Enlight via Social Impact grant. It's something that Maison and Style, actually they received the grant last year. So if you have any questions, you can ask them about it. But you can definitely feel free to go through and read everything. But the one thing I want to say is the grant is not a huge amount of money, but oftentimes, if you are trying to do fundraising, people want to see that, someone is like interested in investing in your project, right? So this might be a good way to kind of pilot a small piece of your project that you're interested in, and then you can demonstrate to other funders, hey, we got someone interested in funding us. We implemented this part of our project. We can show you we're successful, so you should give us more money, right? We really want this to kind of support you as you start your project. The other thing that I'll mention is that this is open to any alum of the accelerator program. But say you are, you want to apply for this project, but not as the We Are One project, or maybe We Are One wants to apply for this, but then Tony, you have a separate project with another group of friends and you want to apply for that grant separately, that's also okay. Because I know you're all involved in a lot of different things. So for example, if you want to do something with control list, that's great too, okay? But it's open to anyone who has been a part of this program. So you can read through here. If you have any questions, let me know. This is the application. So
One interesting thing is that you have to record a pitch, kind of like the quick pitch that you gave, but you can incorporate other things like a PowerPoint slide if you like. And then the last thing about the grant that I'll highlight is that the application deadline is April 17th, so it's coming up pretty soon. But if you need a little bit more time, let me know, and I can see if we can extend the deadline for you, since you're finding out about it a little bit later than some of our other alumni. Okay. And then the last thing, of course, is your weekly reflection. I love reading your weekly reflection and sharing feedback. So those are your next steps. Any questions about the assignments?
I have a question, Yuki.
Yeah.
For the deadline to apply, is that date, which time zone is that?
That's a great question. So I think it's currently listed as like California, US time zone. So like midnight on April 17th. But again, if you need more time, definitely let us know. Great question, Carrie. Other questions? I hope you all apply. Please apply. Take our money. It's not our money. Take our donors' money. She's very rich. Any other questions? Okay. So with that, if you have more questions, definitely reach out. So with that, we're going to head into workshop time. We have a little bit less time this time, but Hannah has put together our rooms for us. I think you all know the deal by now. So we're just going to open up the rooms and we will see you soon. All right. So we would love to hear how things went in your different rooms. What did you accomplish? What did you learn? What did you enjoy? Oh, Aria says great game room. So we want to hear from somebody in the game room. Anybody?
It was very fun. We played the Never Have I Ever game, and we had so many like stories to listen. It was great. We just got to know each other very well.
I love that game.
Yeah.
So spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we also had a networking room. Did we have a networking room?
Yeah, there are just 4 members in our networking room, and we talk random themes, and we talk. I honestly, I talk a lot of things this time, and I don't know what to say. They are really random, and talk about her master degree, and Duong was curious about where she was learning. And to also talk about her story. She's a teacher, and she worked for many organizations, and she volunteer a lot. Yeah. That's it from our networking.
I love it. Lots of good networking. I love it. Okay, and we had my room in my office, cozy office. Anybody want to share what happened in our room? Ryan, you share.
Okay. I'm the one who talks loud. So we talk about COVID. For sure. Luffy just recently recovered from COVID. So
we talked about how women maybe are strong. Helium and I have not had COVID yet.
yes.
So maybe we're stronger.
Yeah, the woman is more stronger. Good.
Yeah. We talked about some plans for maybe future plans for Sunsia.
Yeah. True.
And then we had the sports space room.
Oh, I was just doing a little Zendangle. If you want to join next time, let me know.
Very cool. I love Zendangles. Okay, well, was that all the rooms? Did I miss anybody? Okay, I was distracted, so I wasn't paying attention. All right, so it was really great to see everyone. We loved all of the things that you've put on the Launchpad. We're really looking forward to everything that you post this coming week. If you have any questions at all, definitely reach out.
We are here to support, and I will miss you very much until we see you next week. So have a great weekend and the rest of your week. All right.
Bye-bye. Have a great weekend to all of you.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.